I herald his beginning. I herald your end. I herald
the Jerry Torres program.
Powered by Riverside FM.
What I'm trying to say is that if I can change,
Я думаю, что каждый тоже изменился
and
сегодня.
you can change,
Вы можете измениться.
everybody can change.
Каждый может измениться.
You're listening to WildFireRadio.com presents the Jerry Torres program. No bad news, no sad news, no politics, no religion, just happy fun stuff. And now, here's your host, Jerry Torres.
Five-time Emmy Award-winning anchor Ron Burgundy and Tits McGee.
Now go to that voodoo that you do so
Oh, hey, one and all, enchanté. Hot damn it, can I? Okay, now I can hear myself. Oh my lord. Ahem. 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 Welcome one and all to another edition episode of the Jerry Torres program. I appreciate everybody coming on, staying on. Oh my God, what the hell's wrong with my mic stand? There we go. Okay, hold on. I gotta twist this and twist that here. Okay, now I got it. All right, goody gumdrops. It's now in position. Damn it. Oh my lord. Well, welcome everybody. Oh no. Oh hell no. You are not going loose. Damn, that means I gotta get a new mic stand. I really do, man. Yeah. All right. So what I'm gonna do is post up. I'm gonna go on TikTok live. Okay. So here we go. Hey everybody, the Jerry Torres program is on live right now. So if you'd like to join me, please do. I got a huge announcement to make. Yeah. So yeah, I guess you could say I'm single again, but I'll explain that later. Join me later. All right, and then I go live now. Bingo, bango, boomo. All right. Post that, and then I wait, and then I go back on here. Then I go on live. Okay. So hold on, man. Where the hell is my damn thing? Oh, there we go. Okay. So then, hold on. And then I go on live in a 3. Oh, what the hell? Who the hell? Oh, Invicta. Okay. Oh my God, I got scared. I got scared. And I don't know if I did. All right, hold on. Let me get on sound effects. There we go. All right. Here we go. All right. So I bit that. So now I'm going to go on live right about now. Here we go. In a 3, in a 2, in a 1, in a 1, 2, in a 3. Hola, como está usted? Todo, mucho gentes, mucho gusto, a todos. Bienvenidos a la Jerry L.O. Torres program. ¿Cómo estás a todos el mundo? Me lo dice, ¿qué tal? Oh my God. Oh my goodness, man. Yeah, so right now I'm on live. So let me see if I can invite some people. Here we go. I'll invite her, and I'll invite her and her. Who else can I invite? There you go. And invite baby Betty. Boo. All right, there we go. So send those 9. Bam. I'm on live. Okay. So, all right. So let's go on, ladies and gentlemen. Yeah, so I appreciate everybody coming on, staying on. Thank you, one and all, to another beautiful edition of the Gerard Torres program. Not show, program. All right. Somebody asked me, why do you call it the Jerry Torres program? And basically, it's very simple. I keep telling people the same story. I'm a huge fan of the great late Richard Pryor. He was my idol. He was my inspiration to do stand-up comedy. And I read all his books. I saw JoJo Dancer. I saw his movies. I even, like, when I first started comedy, I was emulating the man on stage until I realized you got to find your own voice and character, which I did. And I was real excited when they were going to do a biopic of his movie, and that's not going to happen, which sucks because his third ex-wife, has full control of his legacy, which is so damn dumb. Dazzleheart, how you doing? ¿Cómo está usted, señora? Yeah, appreciate you, my dear. Welcome. And she left. Fine, stay gone. Who needs you? I don't need you. Anyway, yeah, I'll be like that. You think I'm like, okay. Anyway, so he had a show called The Richard Pryor Program, which lasted like 7 episodes because it was the time, like, before Dave Chappelle, the Dave Chappelle show, that was first. And he was really crossing the lines and boundaries of his show, which the network was like, okay, we warned you about saying this, we warned you about filming that, and they took his show off the air because he was really crossing the line. In those days, it was like unheard of, By today's standard, the show would have survived on Netflix, on Amazon, and, not Comedy Central because there were a bunch of, they have too many rules and regulations. Oh my God, I'm sorry. I had to drink my watery poo. And but in those days, in the mid to late 70s, his show was hysterical. Oh my Lord. You can catch all his episodes on YouTube, but they were hysterical. But yeah, so when I started studying in communication school, people were like having the word show at the end, the BB Richard show, the Duty show. And I was like, no. I ain't going to call the Jerry Torres show. Too many shows with the end of show. So I said, I'm going to call it the Jerry Torres Program after my idol, Richard Pryor. So it's called the JTP, Jerry Torres Program. So I prefer that. There are sometimes when the people know you can listen to his podcast, the Jerry Torres Show. It's like they're not going to find it. If you go online, you got to click Jerry Torres Program. And yeah, man, it was so that's how I came to be, So, man, I had one busy day. Good God, man. So this is what I did today. It was fully loaded. And I'm glad I got everything done because come tomorrow, I have a comedy show tomorrow with my good friend Latisse, and among other comedians. It's for a very special benefit show. I have the information. Oh, great. You know what? My tablet's in the glitz again. Okay. I knew I should have had it down. So I now got to reboot my tablet because I'm not going to get off TikTok Live just to look at it. It'll be in Marlton, New Jersey tomorrow at 8 o'clock. It's for veterans and I am honored to do this show tomorrow. I'm really looking forward to it. And I know I'm going to have a lot of fun because one of my dearest and closest friends in the comedy world is a female comic named Latisse. And she is, a very good friend. We've done shows together. I'm like Batman and she is like Superwoman, I think I could say that. But she is hysterical. We're like great when we do shows together, man. Ow, damn it. As soon as I get my other system up, I'll make the announcement before I continue. So, yeah, so might as well continue. What the hell? Is this up already? Okay, it's up. Yeah. I think it's time for me to get a new tablet, man. This one's acting all glitchy. I think it's old. It's like almost 5 years old. And I think the battery's probably just like slowly dying. All right, here we go. All right, so let me get on here. Bippity boop there. All right, damn it. I can't find the photos. Where are they? Okay, I know they're here. Which, by the way, Preston and Steve, they're on vacation. It sucks. And don't get me wrong, I love listening to their old podcast shows. They're very hysterical. Ah, here it is. Okay, so tomorrow I will be performing at the God damn it. Don't that's not it. Washington Township? What? No. Oh my Lord. Okay. I'm going to have to get on here real quick. All right, so here we go. I got to get on Facebook because I got to make this announcement very thorough. All right, here we go. All right. Tomorrow night, the show's at 8 o'clock p.m. Jerome Green, that means you are. Whoa, I ain't going to say that. It starts at 7, please. What the hell is this? Oh, my Lord. I don't get it. Oh, my God. All right. Okay, so I got to get this right. Okay, Mark Eberl. All right, so, oh, my Lord. This guy's really cool. Okay. So, wait a minute. Where is this show at tomorrow anyway? August 9th, 60 Wendell Way, Sewell, New Jersey. All right, I got to call my friend tomorrow. All right, wait a minute. Maple Shade VFW presents. All right. Yeah. So anyway, where the hell is Sewell, New Jersey? All right, let me contact my friend. Hold on, man. And I got to contact Latisse because I got to get the right directions. Is the show tomorrow in Sewell or in Marlton? Marlton. Please let me know. Thank you. Okay. Thank you. Okay. Thank you. Boom. Okay. All right. So now I contacted my buddy. Now I'm back on. Okay, good. So anyway, so tomorrow's show is whoa, my soundboard. Come back to me. There we go. Okay. I'm in a good mood. Anyway, so I'm gonna get up to 500 here. So here we go. I can't say what I'm doing. Damn it. All right, so I'm going on here. Here we go. Binga, binga, boom, 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 boom. Almost there. All right. So, yeah. Okay. So let me continue on so that I can continue on with the podcast. All right. Oh, goody goo goo. All right. So here we go. So tomorrow is Paul's Healing for Heroes stand-up comedy show with Jerry Torres and Latisse Mitchell and amongst other entertainers. Proceeds will go to the Washington Township Police K-9 unit. Tickets are $20. If you go on Facebook and look for a guy named, where the hell is he? All right, here we go. Mark Eberl, Eberle, right? And if you look him up, you know, he's the guy that can, it's pretty much booking everything. So, yeah, I'm definitely looking forward for this show tomorrow. I'm real excited. I'm going to leave my house like around 6. And what time? He says that the show tomorrow night show starts at 8. Jerome Green, that means it starts at 7, please. Oh, okay. Robert Hooks, you coming? Lim, binga, binga, boom, boom, boom. Won't pee in the pool. Okay, I'm. Okay. Well, again, I'm really looking forward to doing this show. Besides all that, yeah. So, laugh at the cause, pause for healing. Yes, it is. Okay, Friday, August 15th. Showtime's at 8. Doors open earlier. 60 Wendy Way, Sewell, New Jersey. Yes. Okay, so bring your own booze. Tickets are $20. Featuring Jerry Torres, Latisse, and special guest. All proceed benefits will go to the Washington Township Police K-9 unit. Come for the laughs, stay for the cause, grab your tickets, and be part of the nights of a night that's all about comedy, community, and four-legged heroes. Yes! Yes! All right. Keep applauding, guys. I'm typing here. Yeah. Never mind. Keep going, guys. I'm almost done. Keep applauding for me. Thank you, guys. Okay. Yeah, so I'll make that announcement later. Guys, thank you. No, I'm not going to hush you. Keep going. There you go. All right. God, man, damn it. All right. So back, what the hell was I doing? All right, so let me go back to TikTok Live. There we go. Okay, I'm back. Damn it. All right. I'd like to give a shout out to Tinkerbell Batty. Yeah. She was on live with her daughter. She was at a cafe, and she was really great. You know, she was on there and you know, acting all shy. She ain't shy, you know what I mean? But I had a lot of fun, and it was great, you know, chatting with her. And yeah, she was really cool. Very nice person, man, as always. That's very rare to find. And not only that, she was very conversational. Sorry about that. I had to drink my little sparkly water. And that's very rare. Because off and on, when you meet someone that you like and it's on TikTok Live, they see your name and they do like a little squint and they don't even bother to say no props, no hi, no nothing. They just like look you over. And that's effing rude. That's disrespectful. When I'm on here, someone sees me, I give a good shout out. Hey, how you doing? Hey, what's up? You know? But anyway, besides all that, let's continue on, people. Okay? This is a time for love. This is a time for happiness. No! You know, but you know what? It's time for me to do a puff. All right, ready? Inhale. Wow. Wow. Oh, man. I feel like reading poetry. Not now. Okay. Anyway. All right. So today, like I said, I had a very busy day. I went to the eye doctor. I'm looking at contact lenses. I'm debating on wearing contact lenses. You know, the reason why I went to my eye doctor was they had to check to see if, you know, which was which. And then after that, they were testing it, you know, they were showing me how to put them on and then take them off. I was like, all right. And it was a learning experience because you see it in movies, you see other people do it. At first, it was a little difficult. And I was like, I can't get it out, man. My eye doctor was really cool. You know, he was just showing me how to put them on, you know, take one eyelid down, one eyelid up, and use one little finger, index finger, put them on. And then after that, they feel a little uncomfortable at first. They feel a little stingy, but my eyes adjusted and I saw pretty much clear, like as if I was actually wearing glasses. And the reason why I'm getting it because I have these Meta glasses, and I'm like, all right, maybe wearing contact and Meta can help me when I'm working. But I'm going to hold on to them just in case, you know. So, you know, just to have them, let's put it that way. But I got to practice putting them on and then taking them off. And if I lose control, I just got to go on YouTube and, how do you take off contact lenses, you know? But it was pretty much for me to get a feel of them, you know, and how I got to feel comfortable. You know, that's the thing, dude. So why? Because you see it in movies like Mission Impossible, and you saw it on the Batman with the camera and stuff. Which by the way, they are working on something like that. Believe it or not, they have the cameras on the glasses, like my Meta. Pretty cool. I tested them today. And I was like, oh my God, like Meta, hey Meta, can you take a video? Hey Meta, take a picture. Hey Meta, connect me to music. I was like, wow. I mean, these Ray-Ban Meta glasses are pretty effing cool. I know. So I'm going to hold on to them. And I'm glad I bought them. But don't have no regrets, even though I paid $315 for them, but I don't care. You know, I like these glasses. They're really cool. So besides all that, the contact lenses I'm going to hold on to. They are going to come in with my actual prescription. The ones I have are good, you know, but I got to feel comfortable taking them on, putting them on, taking them off, and then putting the fluid on them. Don't sleep with them. You get infected. You could go blind. You know, you could be. And I was like, oh, my Lord. Anything just to make my vision better. Anyway, this life goes on, people. Move on. So I went to the eye doctor. Then I came home. Actually, in the morning, I ran my 3 miles. And I came home. And then I took a shower. I changed the clothes. And then that's when I went to the eye doctor. When I came back, I was like, what the hell? Oh, anyway. So when I came back, my friend Latice just got off stage. Glad you found it. Okay. Damn it. What the hell was I doing? Oh, yeah. So I came back from the eye doctor. Actually, I did a little grocery shopping. So I came back from that. And then I came home. And I was like, you know what? Should I cut the grass Saturday? Should I wait till Saturday to cut the grass? And I was like, you know what? Screw this. I'm cutting the grass. So I cut the grass, trimmed the weeds, you know, and then I sprayed the weed killer, and that was it. I was like, okay, I'm stinky, I'm sweaty, I smell like gas and the grass, and took another shower, and then I wore my shirt, and I did a twofer. I did laundry and I cooked dinner. All right, I made arroz con gandules con frijoles, yeah, con beef steak. And I was pretty good. It was delicious, you know, with platanos, maldudo. so after all that, I was like, oh my Lord, man. I was still exhausted. So next thing you know, I was like, should I do my podcast? So yeah, let me do my podcast. Get it the hell out of the way. Why not? So that's what I did. And now I'm doing it, you know? After the podcast, I might write a little bit, work on some material that I'm working on. I thought about doing this open mic, but I said, you know what? I had a very busy day. I'm not going to go to do open mic. I'm just going to stay home tonight and just relax and focus on the show tomorrow. Next week, next Thursday, or the Wednesday, whatever, I'm going to go do open mic. You know, because right now I am extraordinarily exhausted from a very busy week and a very busy day, and I just need to rest, man, you know. So man, so all right, even though my podcast always says there is no bad news, no sad news, no politics, no religion, just good, happy, fun stuff, right? So the summit tomorrow with Putin and Adolf Trump, pretty much it will be in Anchorage, Alaska. You'll be working in Alaska, so dress warm, right? God, I got to see that movie again. That's a classic. I'm sorry, Scarface. That never gets tired. Classic lines all the way through, right? So the summit is tomorrow, and what the hell? I got to get there. We go. Okay, and let me get on here. I'm sorry. There's something here. All right, I don't know.
Sick burn!
Shut up. All right. Damn it. All right. Okay. Where the hell is it? There we go. There we go. So the summit is tomorrow with Russia and the United States.
Must be strong like bull.
I don't know if it's going to go well. I don't know because Putin has been known to be a very smart man. I saw the documentary about the man. He's one interesting character. You know, he's a master chess player. He worked for the KGB. He has, you know, K'd people, if you know what I mean. And he's also like a mobster. He's a gangster. That's what he is, you know. But besides all that, he's very intellectual. Hey, Andri, ¿cómo está usted, señora? And Trump is just a manipulator. You know the list. You know the list about him. Let's put it like this. Trump knows how to play monkeys in a barrel, while Putin knows how to play chess. Okay? We'll see what happens, because we all want this war to end. And the beautiful Ukrainian people, they want this war to end. And I know the Russian people want this war to end. They call it the ridiculous war, and both sides are not winning. Russia is, and Russia's, the families and the Russians, so they're losing their family members as well as the Ukrainians, and for what? Territory, land? You got to be kidding me. Russia has all the land in the world. What more land do you want? If this summit goes through successfully, who knows what's going to happen? And if by far, Trump doesn't snap, or Trump doesn't say the wrong thing, or loses, which has been known because he is not a professional negotiator. He's a professional liar. But you have to understand, with the way Putin works, he's just a smart man. He's a master chess player. He knows the moves. He knows where to move his rook to get the king, or his knight to get the bishop. He's kind of like Wellington against Napoleon. The way Wellington won Waterloo, he played it like a chessboard. That's how he did it. That's how he won. And then the art of war came, and then people reading and studying negotiations and peaceful negotiations, whatever the case. This is not a business. This is a political negotiation for a peaceful resolution to end this war, so that way the Ukrainians can go back to their family, the Ukrainian soldiers can go back to their family, the Russian soldiers can go back to their family, and they don't want no more lives to be lost. And because this is ridiculous, dude. It is. So we'll see what happens tomorrow. I mean, I don't think people are getting their fingers crossed. I don't think people are praying heavily, and I don't really think that the most positive outlook individuals in the world are like, oh boy, this is not going to look good. What are we going to do? Oh boy. Excuse me. We'll see what happens tomorrow. And they're going to put it in the news tomorrow live. Every news network is right now in Anchorage, Alaska as we speak. From European to Asian to American and Canadian. They're over there right now, 24/7, waiting for this, I wouldn't say historical moment, but a moment in history, hopefully, that this can be ended peacefully. Because if anyone knows history, during World War II, the Germans at the time, when they were called Nazis, but anyway, there were political, high-ranking military personnel that wanted this war to end. They said, listen, even though Adolf is still alive, guys, we got to end this war. We're losing badly. We got to negotiate and say a peaceful resolution. And nobody listened. And then what happened next? The Russians took over. And next thing you know, the German soldiers were like, dude, we're outrun. We're overrun. We got to surrender. And they were like, no, we're going to keep fighting. And we're like, dude, that's it. And it was an admiral that took over and said, read the history. Watch. When Adolf killed himself, it was this high-ranking admiral that took over, and he just said, okay, we're losing this war. Screw this. we're gonna call the United States and say, dude, we surrender. We're done. All right. And let's negotiate a peace deal right now, please. And they did. You know? And we're hoping that somehow, some way, that the right words will come out. That the right words will come out. Hey, Juanita, how you doing? Pleasure to have you here, Juanita. And I have my birthday this well, happy birthday. Early birthday. Thank you, God, for this. Amen. Yeah, you're a redhead. Ooh, that means you're on fire. Yeah. Yeah. So, and Audrey, hello. So we'll see what happens, man. We'll see what happens tomorrow, you know. Am I gonna watch this? No. I'm not really interested. But everybody, I know the Ukrainian people and the Russian people are having their fingers crossed and they're praying, you know, because I know good and damn well the Russian soldiers are like, what the hell are we doing here? I want to see my family. I want to, you know, live alive. You know what I mean? Ukrainian soldiers are the same way. They're like, dude, what? This is enough, man. We're done. I want to go home. I want to rebuild. So we'll see what happens, people. You know, whatever religious person you are, you know, we'll see what happens. Slavic Ukrainia, and to the Russian people, mir. Thanks to John Wick, I can learn some Russian. All right. We'll see what happens, people. Anyway, so what happened yesterday, I wore my Fantastic Four t-shirt, right? And immediately everybody was complimenting it. Everybody was like, I saw the movie, like, dude, you're Mr. Fantastic. Dude, Fantastic Four. I was like, thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you. Wow. Now I know how a woman feels when they wear a nice dress. You know, so I was like, oh my goodness, this shirt's like catching attention. It's turning people's heads, you know? So I was wearing my Fantastic Four t-shirt because the movie was successfully well done. And would I see it again? Hell yeah, I would see it again. I think they said it'll be on streaming services next month, I believe, on Disney Plus. So I'm real excited for that. So yeah, I wore my shirt and everybody was complimenting it. And I was like, you guys, thanks. Adri! Adri is still on. Thank you. Madre Latina. Yeah, there you go. She is so cool. So yeah, I was walking around with my Fantastic Four t-shirt and I was like, wow, I'm getting compliments, you know. Est, how you doing? And I was like, oh my goodness. It was like a woman wearing new shoes, you know. I was like, oh, thank you. Oh, thank you so much. You know? So yeah, people would see my shirt and they would say,
Must be strong like bull.
No, not that guy. I was like, what the hell? What the hell? Where the hell is it? Oh, there we go. I'll take this one. Oh man. Oh my goodness. So yeah. I was like, thank you. Fantastic Four. And guys, people that saw it, we all said Galactus was perfect. They didn't change him. They made him who he is. And I was like, yes, yes, and a yes. I was like, yes. So my Fantastic Four t-shirt called eye to everybody. Hello, Audrey. I was like, damn, I got it. I got it made. So, yeah, what can you say? So, I mean, they're going to buy me another Fantastic Four t-shirt. I was like, yeah, why not? If it's that nice to wear, I mean, and have people looking at it and liking it, why not? You know? So, yeah, I'm going to buy me another Fantastic Four because I loved Fantastic Four. I saw the cartoon when I was a kid. Then they made the Silver Surfer cartoon show. That didn't last long. What else did they make? I mean, it was another Fantastic Four. They made the movies that were horrible before this one was successful and well done. So if anybody has a Fantastic Four t-shirt, wear it, damn it. And that way you'll get all the attention you want. As soon as you wear it, people will go, yep. Oh, man. Oh, my goodness. Hold on. Let me blow my nose. Oh, man. Oh, Good goody goo 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 goo. Let me see here. Oh yeah. So now Washington D.C. and large parts of California have the National Guard 24/7 getting rid of crime. This is the second thing Adolf Trump is doing right. You know, the first one was him asking the release of Martin Luther King, John F. Kennedy, and Robert F. Kennedy, the files. You know, why hold them? Everyone that's passed away, retired, or what? Yeah, so he did the right thing. Release these files out to the public now because it's ridiculous to hold on to them. And there's over each page is like over 6,000 pages long. And I believe there's a company that's going to break down and make a book about it. It's like, why not? You know, people want to know what the hell did these federal agencies write? What did they see? You know, who did they interview? What they should have done was the Malcolm X assassination. Even though they did the documentary on Netflix, I think it was called the assassination of Malcolm X. I saw it. It was very well done, but I know there's files on him, you know, and so the second thing, he's learning from that president from El Salvador. He had the military take back the streets, get rid of all the gangs, the mobsters, the drug dealers, the cartels. And next thing you know, now El Salvador is safe 24/7 with military control. So pretty much that's what he's taking the idea from. Having National Guard and federal agencies take over the streets of Washington, D.C. and large parts of California. Okay, why not the north side of Chicago? There you go. You know, there's a small section in Puerto Rico that really needs some federal and National Guard control. All these areas where crime is getting ridiculous. And what he should do is just go after all the wannabe gangsters, the wannabe mobsters, and just take them all down. Because when you have military backup, it's pretty much you got to give up, dude. If you're a cartel boss and you're like, yo, nobody is going to take over for me because I have a Crontoro, I make $3 billion, I am the drug lord, and next thing you know, oh shoot, I am surrounded by tanks, military helicopters. I surrender. You know what I mean? I give up. I give up names too, you know? But yeah, Washington, D.C. is really getting bad. And I don't know what sections of California, but yeah, some of these governors don't do nothing. And they're like, oh, but let our police do get rid of crime. And next thing you know, the police ain't doing nothing. But you have federal agencies and National Guard, they're doing something. They're protecting the streets. They're getting rid of crime. You know, they're getting rid of a-holes that want to interrupt peace and prosperity, where people would just want to walk down the street or sit outside. They should do it in Philadelphia. That's another area they should do. They already did it in New York, except the governor made the move. Oh, my Lord. I don't get it, people. Yeah, there was a story about that guy that threw a foot-long Subway sandwich at a federal agency. Not because he was hungry. I mean, you look hungry. Take my sandwich, you know? No. He threw a sandwich at a federal agent, and this guy worked for I think it was a law service agency. Oh, my God. What an idiot.
Cheerio.
Yeah. And he lost his job because of that stupid incident. You're throwing a sandwich. That's assault, number one. Get it? Sandwich, assault. God, what the hell? Where's my villain's laugh? There we go. Villain. Okay, wait a minute. Villain. There we go. Okay, let's do that again. Damn it. You know, anyway. So he threw a sandwich at a federal agency. That's assault. What the hell? Damn it. Thank you. Thank you. Appreciate that. Thank you. Anyway, bad joke, really bad. Anyway, Jota, how you doing? My buddy Adri is still on here. Ah, gracias, señora. All right. Ow, 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 ow. Itchy, itchy, itchy. So, yeah. Yeah, so he threw the sandwich, and this guy wore the most effeminate outfit ever. A light blue shirt, extraordinarily tight shorts. And I don't know if he was drunk or drugged, but he was like yelling at the federal agent, shame. And he was like, dude. And it was like he threw the sandwich. He couldn't run because those shorts were extraordinarily tight, you know. And he was arrested. Now he's looking at jail time. He lost his job. And it's like, dude, why did you throw a sandwich at a federal agent? You know, just why? And he's one of those individuals that are like, you got nothing. It's like, dude, shut up. Shut up. You know, by you throwing a sandwich, it's like you're asking for trouble, you know?
Make me a sandwich.
I don't get it. That's like me, you know, throwing a bowl of chili, you know, at a state trooper, you know? It's like, dude, I don't like this chili because you're not cool. And I just throw this hot chili all over him. What is that going to do? What was the purpose? What was the message? Okay, the message was that was stupid. You're an asshole, and now you're going to jail. You know, it's like, dude, stop it. It's those people out there. Listen, stop being the person that's like, we're going to protest and make this stop. We're going to, you know, yell at the cops and get in their face like that kid. That the police they dropped the charges, and they're not going to be any charges against the police that broke the window and then punched that kid in the face, and they dragged him out and they arrested him. Everybody thought, oh, it was a race thing, you know. No, he didn't listen to the police commands. All right. Number two, when you're still in that car with the window up, I know I have friends who are in law enforcement. And they say when that window's up and you're still in that car, you are a threat to the police outside the car. They don't know if you have a gun. They know if you have like a detonator for a bomb, you know? So when the police is giving you a command to get out and you're in there like a big time pathetic asshole, no, looking, giving that face of, you know, I got my hands up. You know what I mean? He was a moronic idiot. And they're saying, you know what? No, he was giving that stupid face of pathetic confidence. Like thinking that, oh, I'm going to be rich. These guys are going to lose their job, you know, and everything's like, you know what? No. You in that car, you're doing the wrong. The cops are telling you to get out. They don't know if you have a gun again. They don't know if you have a weapon of destruction. You know what I mean? I'm talking about like you have a bomb in there. You could just click the button, boom, and then everybody dies. You are a threat when you're in that car to the police officers. And I'm not saying black or Latino or white. I'm saying everybody. When a cop tells you to get out of the car, get out peacefully, get out respectfully, let them know, show them your hands, spread your fingers, you know, and just get out cautiously and slowly. And that way the police know that you're not a threat, that you are responding their commands and you're being respectful and you're showing peace and calm. And everything could go gradually once they do a background check. If you're clear, they'll give you a citation or a warning and they let you go. Again, these are one of my closest friends from childhood who's a state trooper, a lieutenant in the state trooper, told me this. You know? And they knew that cop was not going to get press charges on. He knew from day one. And today they announced it. They're not going to press any charges against that police officer that broke the window and punched that kid in the face, and they dragged him out, you know? Because it doesn't matter if you're black, white, Latino, or Asian, or yellow or green, doesn't matter anymore. You're in that car, you are a threat. With the windows up, you know, it's like they're not taking any chances. So they did what they had to do as police officers, not just protecting one, but protecting everyone. In this day and age, you forget these wackos out there that are like, could do harm, not just on law enforcement, but to innocent people. And they're not going to take any chances anymore. So for you to say, oh, it was a race thing, no, It's a people thing. It's a law enforcement thing. They're not taking any chances anymore. So for you to say, "Oh, it was a race thing," he didn't say no racial slurs. He didn't choke you. He did not put his gun right to your head. And just say, "Yo, I'm going to warn you one time. I'm going to pull the trigger." It's over. No, he did none of that. It was all verbal command until he got the order, broke the window, punched you in the face, dragged you out, put the cuffs on you, and that was it. And mind you, in that video, there were black police officers there too. They weren't protecting you. They weren't like, "Yo, hey, stop." No, they weren't doing that. They were like, "Yo, I'm a cop too. Hey, we told you to get out. You didn't get out. Now look at you." So in a way, I'm not being devil's advocate here, but enough is enough. All you young bucks, listen up. This is now a message. When a cop tells you to get out, get out. When a cop tells you, put the window down, you put the window down. You know what I mean? Don't be that person that's overconfident, think, "Oh, the law will protect me, my race will protect me." It's like, "Oh, the society and God will protect me." No, sorry. That's now passe now. I mean, they're not looking into that anymore. I got my rights. You got your right to have your window broken and dragged out. You know what I mean? So when a cop tells you, put your window down, step out of the car, the chances are the cops see this. And mind you, they got body cams. You may have one in the car too. All right. But if they see you cooperating, they check you out. They will do a background check. And if all is clear, even though you were speeding or took a wrong turn, whatever, don't be that person thinking the overconfidence, thinking, "Oh, I got this. I'm going to get away with it." Like that one girl, 18 years old, she was really snapping back at the police. And she was arrested. She was screaming, crying, going crazy. I was like, oh my goodness. Just cooperate, people. Just cooperate. Listen to the police's command. Get out of the car. Be peaceful. Hey, Audrey left. I want my friend Audrey back. Because you're going to pretty much go down and go down hard. So don't be a tough guy. Don't be an overconfident guy. Don't be like, "Oh, I'm black. Oh, I'm Latino." You know what I mean? This is easy. I'm going to charge them for racism. No. You forget there are cameras on their bodies. There are cameras in your car. There's cameras in houses. There are cameras everywhere. So basically, they're recording everything. And that kid will be charged. And he's looking at jail time, basically. Now he can cut that $2 Predator haircut that he has and that cheap-ass effeminate mustache he has on. You know what I mean? $2 haircut. That was funny. Anyway. Oh, my God. All right. So how much time I have left? Okay, I got like 12 minutes. Okay. Yeah, that's good. All right. Well, you know what? I'm a straightforward man. Why not? Okay. I am now officially single. Yeah. What I thought was, the one that I prayed to God and asked the universe every day, you know what I mean? And pretty much, it didn't work out the way I was hoping it would. In the beginning, things were magic. Things were great. Things were wonderful. I couldn't ask for anything more. All the affections, the right words. We went out on an evening's night out for dinner, movies. We said the right things. We did the right things. We were very romantic, affectionate, passionate. She was beautiful from head to toe, inside and outside. And next thing you know, she was going through the emotions, the mental, the menopause, all that stuff, and I was like, okay, all of a sudden, hey, Audrey is back. Thank you. Thank you. My buddy, my friend, she's back. And the next thing you know, for almost 2 weeks, it was like a text message here. And not only that, here was another thing. She was very wise, very smart, very intellectual. Because why? Because she used the phone. She know how to use the phone. From FaceTime, speaking, texting, she used the trifecta. Not that many women know how to use a phone. This woman did. I would say 2% of the women in the world only know how to use the phone. The rest are like, how do I use this thing? I was shocked. I was like, oh my God, a woman that knows. She's one of the 2%, actually 3%, that know how to use the phone. Oh my Lord. The other 97% are pathetic moron women that are like, I don't know how to use a phone. How do you FaceTime somebody? How do you return a phone call? It was relieving. It was satisfying. I was never more content, relieved, and happy ever for the 5 months. And then next thing you know, I'm not going to get in depth or get too personal, but something happened. She changed. You know, she was giving me little rules and regulations. Don't do this. Don't do that. Don't say this. Don't say that. I love public displays of affection. That was going on for a little while. Then she was like, I feel uncomfortable. Please, can we not do that? We can hold hands. I was like, okay, we're cool with that. All right. And then all of a sudden, it was like, what happened? Where would this left turn that jumped into a exit? I was like, wow, okay. And then she would say, it's not you, it's me. Please don't take it personal. I was like, I'm not. But I kept telling her, if there's, come on, we can talk things out. Let's talk things out. Feel better. I said, I don't feel like, oh, it's just like things happen, in my head. I was like, okay. It was, and not only that, and then what really got me was for like that 1 week, I send her texts, I send her messages, nothing. All of a sudden, I get an instant message. And this is what I tell every woman. I'm not an instant messenger or a texter. FaceTime, verbal talk. She was doing that for a long while. And then all of a sudden, it was like texting. And then all of a sudden, the instant message, I was like, okay, I told you, this is a major turnoff to me. I am not a 15-year-old girl to do this. We're adults talking on the phone, FaceTiming. God gave us this gift. It's called verbal talking. We got to use it. If we can't use it, then why God gave it to us in the first place, you know? So all of a sudden, I get this paragraph instant message, and it was something that I've heard before. I don't know if you women go to a seminar, about this, but stop saying this to men. Number one, don't say, I like you as a friend. Can we just be friends? I see us more as friends. You say that to a man, it will shatter him. And he will think of you different, and he will not like you anymore. He will walk away. I am one of those men. Okay? Don't ever say that to a man, because things will change rapidly. He will not speak to you. He will walk away from you, not ghost you. He will literally go away immediately. Because I didn't get on a date website to find a friend. Do you understand? I got on a date website to find a girlfriend to be happy with, to be with. All right? But she didn't say that. Thank God. The message was like, oh, I think we should just move on. I'm not the right girl. I know there's a right girl for you out there. She's a special someone. And I was like, oh my God. What the hell? It's like word for word from each woman that said that to me. Number one, don't ever say that to me. That's like a curse. It's not a positive outlook. It's not a message of hope. All right? It's a curse when a woman says that. And it's like, oh, I'm in London right now. I was like, then that really got me. That really got me. It was like, you're in London now? And now you're telling me this? I was enraged. I was livid. It's like all this time, I'm like thinking, listen, just have dinner. We can talk. Let's go take a nice walk, have some ice cream. And it was like, not returning my calls, not returning my texts. Very adult. I wrote back like, listen, wow, that's very adult of you for telling me that you're in London, knowing that you could have told me. I could have met you at the airport. I could say goodbye to you. Nope. And then she says, oh, you're so, I'm feel sorry, and that's so mature. I'm like, no, it's sorry and mature of you to not communicate and for you to tell me that you're in London. I was like, you know what? Whatever. So I blocked and deleted her from everything. And I didn't want it to escalate it anymore. And I was like, you know what? It is what it is. You go left, I go right. We never meet in the middle because for almost 2.5 weeks, I'll say it, I don't give a damn. Acting like a effing child. 53-year-old acting like a 5-year-old. I was like, you know what? And don't give me that, oh, I'm mental stuff. Oh, it's menopausing. Oh, is this emotional crap. You're an effing adult. A grown-ass woman. And for once, I thought I was dating one. But you like ghosting and not returning calls and not telling me this and not talking to me about this. That is not an adult. That's a child. All right. Hello, Barbie. How you doing? You know, and don't give me my flaws. You just gave me your flaws big time. You know what I mean? I was being nice. I was being patient. I was being a boyfriend. I was being I was trying to be there as much as I could, but you just wouldn't let me. And every woman that I spoke to, oh, she's going through menopause. Remember to be nice, buy her gifts, do this. Well, I've been trying. She's not being nice to me. Life goes on. A man becomes preeminent when he expects enthusiasms. Good fellas. I mean, not good fellas. Untouchables. It's ridiculous, people. You know? She was beautiful. We had fun like the first 3 months, and it was like all my hopes and dreams and prayers were answered. And turns out it was like, well, she's on a leash, Jerry. So not leash, a lease, Lease. You know, she could only keep her for so long. We're going to take her back now. And I was like, wow. Yeah, I think she is back. So I pretty much was like, all right, fine. We're done. We are done. What's the point? You know, if you're still going to act like a child, be a child, then be single for the rest of your life. You know, because number one, I never cursed her out. I never called her name. I never put her down. Hey, Hinton Star Wars family, how you doing, buddy? And I pretty much was like, Yesenia Gonzalez, hey, how you doing? I was pretty much patient. I was calm, but I was worried. But it's like, okay, wow. Don't give me that, oh, I'm going through the motions. I need time to be myself. I need that personal time. I did for 48 hours, 24, sometimes 48 hours. But if you're going to do that for days to a week and not give me a damn thing, what the hell's going on? It's like to a point where I'm like, okay, are you acting like a child now? Because that's what the previous women acted, you know? But it is what it is. You know? Why cry over spilled milk? I am not the one here. If I did that to her, she would have ended it immediately. Me, I was patient. I was trying to reach out by any means necessary. I was like, you know what? Fine. Be that way. Because it's like, for me, I'm not going to waste. In the beginning, I didn't waste my time. My time was like having fun with her, being with her, watching movies, doing this, doing that. You know, things started to change when we saw movies on the beach, the Jaws thing. Something was like in her head. I don't know. Something came up and I was like, hey, what's wrong? I don't want to talk about it. When a woman says that to a man, it's like, okay. That's the day when she just started to just change. And I know every woman has told me this. When a woman goes through menopause, they go through mental changes. I was like, well, damn it. I'm understanding. I'm compassionate. But, you know, if she doesn't tell me how to resolve this issue or work things out, how am I going to do something? How am I going to say something? How am I going to be something? But you know what? Fine. Stay single. Date the guys that you love dating. The guys that love to curse you out. The guys that like to call you names. The guys that are not impatient or understanding or compassionate. You want to date those guys? By all means, that's all you're going to date. That's all you're going to be with. Because she said the word, you need to find with connection. Here's the connection. All right? And women need to stop saying that to men. I need to find a man if I feel the connection. Okay. Here was the connection that I had with her. All right? You ready? I was calm. I was patient. I was compassionate. I was understanding. Number one, that's connection right there. I was loving. I never cheated on her. I never lied to her. I was always there for her. That's a connection right there. All right? I was passionate. I was affectionate. I was pretty much a boyfriend. That's a connection. Excuse my language, TikTok, but I'm going to say it. Fuck that spiritualness and fuck that stupid ass, connection and spiritual wonder that we can connect together. Here's the positive. If the person doesn't cheat on you, lie to you, is always there for you, cooks, cleans, and you have great conversations, you have wonderful evenings out, and all the positive, that's a connection. That's a connection. The hell with that spiritual innerness and all that mumbo jumbo yoga, Vulcan inner being brain crap. It's the outside that's more important. If that person doesn't cheat, lie, is always there for you, picks you up when you need to get picked up, that's the connection right there. So when a woman said, "Oh, you need to find," I didn't feel no connection. Okay. Wow, you didn't see what type of boyfriend I was to you. That was a connection. So here's a connection for you. Continue dating the guys that you love meeting. The negative, the loud, the disrespectful, the non-patient, the non-understanding. And think that's what you like, that's what you want, and that's all you're going to keep getting. Because I'll be honest with you, I was the best thing you ever had. And I'm not being pompous, cocky, or arrogant by any means. But for the 5 months that we were together, I pretty much was not those guys that you dated in the past. Not a bit. And the look on your face was relief. And the look on my face when I was with you, I was relieved because you knew how to communicate. You know how to use a phone. And it's in those two, that 93% of the women in the world that don't know how to use a damn phone. Wait, 98. Let me do my math here. 100% minus, let me see, 97. And see, so that's 9, 10. Yeah. Okay. So 90% of the women of the world that don't know how to use a phone, those are the ones that I don't know how to text you back. I don't know how to return a phone call. I don't know how to pick it up. I don't know how to FaceTime. That's the type of women I was dating in the past. You know how to use the phone. You were not that. You were that 3% of the women that know how to use the effing phone. I was relieved out of my damn mind. And those women that don't know how to pick up a phone, call, return, text, FaceTime, let me tell you something. I don't care. I'll get the backlash. You're immensely, pathetically uneducated. Because men don't like that. By you thinking, if I ghost him, he'll pick up the hint. Don't do that. Be a woman. Tell him straight up. Listen, this is how I feel. I don't feel this. I don't feel that. Hey, you'll get the backlash. You'll get the anger. You get this. But you know what? So what? The phone has block, delete, all that stuff. Technology has advanced on phones. But if you're going to be that woman that's like, if I don't pick up the phone, he'll pick up the hint. Yeah, you're going to pick up the hint, all right, when you come across him face to face in public one day, you know what I mean? And it is not going to be, hey, how's the family? Be a woman. Be an educated woman. Pick up the damn phone, know how to communicate. You never know. Could be magic. Because what this woman was magic in the beginning. I was like, thank you, God, Jesus, Buddha, Allah for answering my prayers, you know? Oh, man. It was a relief. I was content. She called me at work. You know what I mean? She would text me. She would say, FaceTime me as soon as you get out of work. I was like, oh, my Lord. Thank you, God, Jesus, Buddha, and Allah. You know? Now I'm back to women that don't know how to use a damn phone anymore. Those are the pathetic, moronic, idiot, undereducated women. I'm back to those again. But you know what? It is what it is. Life goes on. Whatever. You know? I'm back to women that don't know how to use a phone, and she's going to be back dating men that's going to treat her like shit, and she's going to realize that every damn date that she goes on. She's going to go back to the negative, disgraceful men, and I'm going to go back to the women that don't know how to communicate. Life goes on, people. Anyway, thank you all for listening to another edition episode of the Jerry Torres program. As you all well know, you know what? That's from a negative to a positive right there. Anyway, I am an accomplished author. I've written a book entitled Chinese Food for Breakfast. You can find my book either on lulu.com, that is Lulu, or on Amazon Kindle. And it's an ebook. You can download the book, read the book anytime, anywhere on your phone, tablet, or your laptop. And the book is only $4, people, so you're not going to be breaking the bank. So download the book today and enjoy a good read. Also, listen to my good friend Latisse Mitchell's podcast. Tice Talk is making a comeback. You can find her, wait a minute, right here. You can find her previous podcast shows on TikTok, Instagram, or on YouTube. Her podcast show is so hysterical. It's about life, dating, her family, and she talks about it on stage. She talks about it on her podcast. She's one of my dearest and closest friends, and I'm doing a show with her tomorrow at the, let me see. I have it here. So tomorrow I am doing a comedy show, Pause Healing Heroes stand-up comedy show. Tomorrow, live show, 8 p.m. at 60 Wendy Way, Sewell, New Jersey. Proceeds go to the Washington Township Police K-9 unit. Tickets are $20, and you can find it, the information on there. Also, if you're interested in going there, you can contact. They have a QR code. Go on, if you go on my TikTok page or on Facebook, you can find all the information you need to know. And I'm looking forward to doing this show. I'm real excited, not just for the show, but I'm performing with my damn good friend, Latisse, man. I'm really looking forward to it. But yes, buy the tickets tomorrow. The show is tomorrow. And not just me and Latisse, there's going to be other great comedians performing as well. But listen to her podcast show, Latisse Mitchell's Tice Talk.
Monster Truck.
Tice Talk with Latisse Mitchell.
Real bad.
Tice Talk.
It'll knock your socks off.
Also, listen to Gordo B's new song. It just came out. Damn it, I should have played it. I'll play it on Saturday. But damn it, Gordo B is a great guy. He's a great musician. He just came out with his new album. You can find him on TikTok, Instagram, or on YouTube. He's one of the best hip-hop artists right now. He's on the rise, and he makes great music and also lyrics that you can just understand what the hell they're saying. He brings it back old school, man. That's how you should do it. But find Gordo B, listen to his new songs, and download his new album. Gordo B is spelled Gordo, big letter B. Listen to his album. You'll love it. You'll like it. You'll download it and just bop your head to it. Also, listen to Funky Times. They're a great band that mix it up with jazz, funk, and rock. They are a great band. They know how to make music and make music right. You can find Funky Times on TikTok, Instagram, or on YouTube. Also, if you want to hire them for a special event, send them an email. You can work things out with them and you won't regret it. So listen to Funky Times. Speaking of Funky Times, I use their music to close my show. And a 3 and a 2 and a 1. And a 1, 2, and a 3. I guess it's coming. All right, ladies and gentlemen, thank you for listening to another episode of the Jerry Torres program. As I always say towards the end of my podcast, whatever religious figure you believe in, may you be blessed. I bid you all a fondue. I'll be back. So I ask you all, please don't go changing. I'm gone. Get gone. And bye.
Powered by Riverside FM.
Limited time offer. No purchase necessary. Offer valid at participating locations. Void where prohibited. No animals were harmed during the production of this soundboard. Subject to change without notice. Side effects include dry mouth, occasional pig snort or two, sore stomach, teary eyes, achy jaws, and whatever tingles well. Laughing heart.
Thank you for all listening to the Jerry Torres program. You can download and subscribe to his podcast on Spotify, subscribe to his podcast shows, and listen to his previous podcast episodes. Also, you can find him on Riverside FM and find him on other podcast affiliates. And remember, the Jerry Torres program is not just here for your heart, mind, and soul, but he also can bring you magic.